Assalamu alaikum 10th class. Our today's lecture would be on essay writing. In your exams, you would be given 4 paragraphs and asked to write on one of them. Or you would be given 4 essays and you will have to choose one of them and write on that topic. Now, you have to choose either one paragraph or an essay. Whatever you choose, it's up to you. I always recommend my students to attempt the essay, as writing an essay gives us more free hand to write on a certain topic. Now, as far as writing an essay is concerned, no extensive or explanatory essay is required at secondary level. Essays from PTB are more desirable for your examiners. Yet, in order to get distinction, we have to fulfill all the requirements of writing an essay. So, from wherever you prepare an essay, you must keep in mind the basic requirements for writing an essay. Here, I will discuss with you how can we write an effective essay. What are the basic requirements for writing an essay? How should we start an essay and how should we end an essay? Let us have a look at these points. As you are watching on your screen, I have selected an essay from your PTB. The topic is life in a big city. Now let us see how can we write an effective essay on the given topic by focusing on different details relating to the topic. The first and basic requirement for writing an essay is the introduction of the given topic. For example, we shall start with what a big city is. A big city is the product of modern civilization. A city is a vast built-up area. A large number of people live and work there. There we find high buildings, vast roads, big parks, and crowded bazaars. Now, this can be called the introduction of the topic, a big city. The next is advantages of living in a big city. There are certain essays which have both aspects: advantages, disadvantages, merits, demerits, like life in a big city, village life, sports and games. These type of essays have both aspects, advantages as well as disadvantages. We shall always start writing with the advantages of the particular topic. So, let us have a look at the advantages of living in a big city. The first advantage is better educational facilities. So, in a big city, we are provided with better educational facilities. There are schools, colleges, universities, and every possible institution which can impart education to the boys and girls in the city. The next point can be better medical facilities. Medical facilities? Okay, how? There are big hospitals and clinics which are equipped with the latest medical facilities. If a person falls ill, he is admitted to the hospital at once. The third heading can be The next heading can be better entertainment facilities. We can say that there are theaters, cinemas, entertainments of all kinds. Even the poorest man can enjoy and entertain himself in a big city. So, big city has better educational facilities, better medical facilities, and better entertainment facilities. The next point can be numberless transportation and communication facilities. So it is understood that life in a big city has numberless transportation and communication facilities for the citizens. People can move from one place to another without any hindrance. They enjoy the facility of telephone, telex, and newspapers, which keep them well informed about the daily happenings of the world. A city has big trade centers where people can get all things of their need and comfort. So, big city has better facilities of transportation and communication. The next advantage of living in a big city is better opportunities of jobs and employment. So these points can be added to the advantages of living in a big city. You can write down many more points of your own if you do have ideas about them. Now let us move towards the next step of writing an essay. Here the next step is social aspect of city life. Social aspect of city life means how the people live there socially, what is their environment, and how do they think. So the first heading can be cultural environment. It means that the people usually living in a big city are more cultured and more civilized. The second is theaters and cinemas. As people in big cities are provided with better entertainment facilities like theaters, like cinema houses, like parks. So, this type of environment, this type of entertainments broaden their outlook and enrich their vision. The next point is latest fashion in clothes, furniture, and other amenities of life. So, it is true that the people living in a big city are well aware of latest trends of fashion in clothes, furniture, and other household amenities of life. It means that they are more modern and more advanced than the people living in a village. The next point is broad vision and wider outlook. There is no doubt that the people living in such a type of sophisticated environment, cultured environment, civilized environment think more wisely. Their broad vision and wider outlook. The next point can be center for literary persons, scholars, men of letters, and thinkers. So we can say that the big city provides us poets, scholars, men of letters, and literary personalities. And these people keep up the cultural tone of the city. So, these points can be included in the social aspect of city life. You can write down many more points than these. These are just examples for them to write, for you to write. Okay, the next point can be the next step can be comparison between city and village life. We have to start the essay with the introduction of the topic. Then we should throw some light on the advantages of living in a big city. Then we shall discuss social aspect of city life. Then we can make a comparison between city and village life. Here we can discuss what type of facilities are available in cities and what type of facilities are not available in villages. In other words, we can say that we have to discuss that village life is deprived of all the facilities which are better provided in the city life. The next step of this essay is to write down the disadvantages of living in a big city. Such a type of paragraph should be started like this. Life in a big city is not without its shortcomings. Then we shall start discussing the shortcomings of living in a big city. For example, the first one here is overpopulation. The population of a big city goes on unchecked. So, overpopulation leads to a lot of other problems. For example, congested areas, residents problems, and the rents of the houses are very high there, and there are also some slums, and many storied buildings deprive its residents of fresh and healthy atmosphere. The next point can be pollution. The pollution can be environmental and noise pollution as well. The next problem the people of the city are facing is traffic jams. The next problem can be high cost of living. The next problem can be adulteration of food, as the city people are deprived of pure food, or the pure food is not easily available due to high cost of living there. The next point can be restlessness and anxiety. The next point can be restlessness and anxiety, as the people living in a big city are always in hurry. They lead a restless and worried life. The modern civilization has made them insincere and selfish. They feel isolated and insecure. And there is a kind of strangeness in big cities. People do not know even their neighbors fully well. So here we have discussed the points: anxiety, selfishness, strangeness, hurried and rushed life. The next and last step of this essay is conclusion. Step 1, introduction, and conclusion should be the last step of each essay. In the conclusion of this essay, we can write down that in spite of all its shortcomings, people still like to live in cities. The city has to offer them more charms. That's it. So today we have learned how can we write an essay by providing every possible detail related to the topic. नेक्स्ट हम इसी फॉर्मेट को फॉलो करेंगे ऐसे राइटिंग के। आप लोग कहीं से भी ऐसे प्रिपेयर करो, पीटीबी से कर रहे हो, सनशाइन से कर रहे हो, किप से कर रहे हो, लेकिन इस फॉर्मेट को अपने जहन में रखिएगा। और अगर आप पीटीबी से कर रहे हो तो जहाँ पे आपको लगता है कि ज़्यादा मटेरियल की ज़रूरत है, आप उसको ज़रूर ऐड करें। और बेहतरीन चीज़ ये है कि आप अपने नोट्स खुद से प्रिपेयर करें बाय कंसल्टिंग विद डिफरेंट बुक्स। अब एक और जो ट्रेंड आ रहा है ऐसे राइटिंग में, वो ये है कि द एडिशन ऑफ कोटेशंस ऐड की जाती हैं। एंड एट सेकेंडरी लेवल ओनली 3 to 4 कोटेशंस आर रिक्वायर्ड, नॉट मोर देन डैट। काफ़ी हैं, 3 से 4 जो हैं वो काफ़ी हैं। स्टार्ट योर ऐसे with 1 quotation, then 2 quotations should be added in the middle of the essay, and the end of the essay should be made with the addition of quotation as well. Here the important point is always relate your quotation with the paragraph. जो आप quotation लिख रहे हैं, आपका पैसेज भी, आपका पैराग्राफ भी उसकी तस्दीक करें, उसको कंफर्म करें। ये ना हो कि आप पैराग्राफ कोई और लिख रहे हैं और कोटेशन आप कोई और दे रहे हैं। इस तरह से आपका जो एलुजन है, आपका जो रेफरेंस है, वो आपका उसका कोई फ़ायदा नहीं होगा लिखने का, वो आपका गलत हो जाए।